Delta, you are cleared taxi runway 08 and hold.
Charlie Delta, Wilco. Charlie Delta holding, ready for takeoff.
Just time to review the route. Take off from Celle and circle overhead onto 255 degrees. Head straight down the Dutch coast to Bevelands. Turn onto 300 degrees and head out over the North Sea. Halfway to the English coast, contact Lakenheath control for a steer to the airfield. Then a simple radio control descent and landing. Tanks are full. Roughly 66 minutes to Lakenheath plus 20 minutes reserve. Plenty of time to catch the night bus then and home for breakfast.
Control, Charlie Delta. Is there any update on the weather en route?
No, not immediately, but the Met boys have an extensive fog bank coming down from the North Sea coast later. Expected over the English Channel in about 2 hours. Do you want to cancel your flight, Charlie Delta?
Negative, Control. I'll be down in Lakenheath in 60 minutes and I'll be home by the time that fog's due.
Understood, Charlie Delta. You are cleared to take off for runway 08.
Charlie Delta, cleared takeoff.
Here we go.
Control, Charlie Delta. I've cleared the airfield, wheels up and locked. Switching to Channel D, North Beveland Control.
Confirm, Charlie Delta. So you are switching to North Beveland Control, Channel D. Have a happy Christmas back in Blighty, Charlie Delta.
Thank you, Control, and same to you.
Come on, Sarge, you'll miss the bus. Oh, leave him behind.
North Beveland Control, this is Celle Charlie Delta. North Beveland Control, this is Celle Charlie Delta. How do you read?
Celle Charlie Delta, North Beveland Control, you are cleared through Dutch airspace. Maintain your current course and airspeed to cross the coast south of Bevelands.
Roger, Celle Charlie Delta.
Delta, North Beverland Control. Be advised that the forecast fog across the North Sea is moving faster than expected, and you may need radar bearing to Lakenheath. We advise contacting Lakenheath on Channel F as soon as you cross the Dutch coast.
Roger, we'll switch to Channel F as soon as I cross the coast. Sella Charlie Delta.
Time to contact Lakenheath, I think.
Lakenheath Control, this is Sella Charlie Delta. Lakenheath Control, this is Sella Charlie Delta. How do you read? Lakenheath Control, this is Sella Charlie Delta.
What the hell? Direction indicator's gone US.
Lakenheath Control, do you hear me? This is Sella Charlie Delta. Do you read me? Do you read?
And the damn compass is on the blink. What the hell? Does nothing work in this aeroplane? Wait until I get down. I'll have those sparks.
Lakenheath Control, this is Sella Charlie Delta. Do you read? Do you read me? Lakenheath Control, this is Sella Charlie Delta. If you can hear me, I've lost all my electrical instruments and my compass. I require a Shepherd aircraft to bring me in.
I don't think the radio's working. Christ, I don't think they can hear me. Come on, you stupid thing. See if it'll reset. Come on. Damn, not resetting. Without a compass or a radio to guide me down, I've no way of finding Lakenheath. Why me? Why tonight? Of all nights? Okay, stay calm. I need to get down below this bloody cloud and see where I am. Oh no! The fog's moved inland. I can't see anything down there. Damn those bloody Met boys. I've screwed up their forecast again. There's no way I can get down through that suit now without a radio or a compass. No radio, compass has failed, and the fog means I can't fly visual. It's obvious no one's picked me up on their radar, as they would have sent someone up here by now. I'm up here all on my own, only with the fuel I've got, and it's running out. Pull yourself together, man. Consider what options you do have. Now, what did Flight Sergeant Norris say back in flight school about bailing out? Number 1, loosen the straps. Number 2, jettison the canopy. Number 3, roll the aircraft inverted and just fall out. Christ, I'll be cut in half by that tailplane. I'll be dead long before I get into the parachute. The only other option I've got is to ditch the thing in the sea. Looking at that sea state down there though, I don't fancy my chances. Even if I approach low and slow, we'll be at the top of the waves. I'm likely to go through the windshield though, out the top of the canopy. Well, even if I survive the crash, I'll only last 20 minutes in that water before I freeze to death. I'm starting to run low on fuel now. Only 15 gallons left. Need to throttle back and save as much as I can. Lakenheath, for God's sake, why can't you see me on your radar? I'm going to need someone to shepherd me down through all this fog before my bloody fuel runs out. How can something that looks so beautiful be so damn deadly? Beautiful though, my shadow dancing on the fog below. Wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. How can my shadow be on that side when the moon's up there? Wait, I think there's another aircraft down there. Yes, there it is. A mosquito. He's signalling. Someone must have heard my mayday call after all. They must have sent him up as a shepherd to guide me down through all this fog. Didn't bank on them sending a World War II vintage bomber up though. I need to get down to his altitude fast as I'm still burning up my fuel. Glad to see you. He's got his squadron lighters bent on the nose. Jig King. I've only got 5 minutes before my fuel runs out. I'm going to descend. Okay, as long as you know what's down there. He's going to fly us into the ground if we don't pull up soon. Thank God, he's levelling off. "300 feet. I hope this guy's under radar control because at this speed and in this suit we'll never see anything in time." Hurry up, man! I'm running on vapour here. Lower undercarriage, okay? We're running out of height. Where's this damn runway? There's nowhere to land. I'm on vapour here, man. I need to land now. Land? Land where, man? It's pulling up. I'm gonna crash. That's it. The engine's out. I can't climb. I'm gonna crash here. Christ, that was close. Down at last. There's a bloody barrier blocking the runway. Christ, that was close. This is madness. Who the hell builds a housing estate at the end of an active runway? And if they had a two, I'd have been spread out all over this house.
Hello there. Looks like you've got it stopped just in the nick of time.
Hello. I think your runway's a bit short for a vampire.
Yes. We weren't expecting anyone to use it anymore. Let me drive you back to the mess. It's bloody freezing out here.
Thank you. Will the aircraft be alright there?
Yes, it'll be fine where it is. It won't be in the way of anything. You were damn lucky to find this place on a filthy night like this.
If it wasn't for that mosquito they sent up, I would never have found it. There's fog covering the whole east coast.
A mosquito brought you here?
Yes. All my electrical equipment, radio, compass, the lot, had failed a while ago. Someone must have seen me on the radar and sent up the mosquito to shepherd me down through all this damn fog. Extraordinary. No radio compass. Extraordinary.
I'm surprised the mosquito pilot was able to find his way here.
He will have had ground control approach radar guiding him down. Those Met Flight fellas certainly know how to fly in bad weather though. He dropped me right at the end of the runway. Another half a mile, and I'd have been spread out all over the countryside.
I thought the RF had retired all their mosquitoes a while ago. Extraordinary.
Well, it was definitely a mosquito that brought me in. He obviously knew that he couldn't make Lakenheath, so I'm assuming Miriam St. George was his best option.
This isn't Miriam St. George. This is RF Minton. Miriam St. George is another 10 miles west of here.
Minton? I don't think I've heard of it. Well, it's a good job you have radar approach, else that mosquito wouldn't have got me down on such a short runway.
Haha, we don't have anything like that here. In fact, we don't have any navigational equipment at all, not since the station closed down. Here we are, the officers' mess. It's the only building left with any power. Everything was moved into this building about 6 months ago, and the rest of the equipment was taken away. Let's get you into the wall.
Minton?
Here we go. I'm sorry there's no heating in here. The boiler was shut down a few months ago. But I've got the fire going in the lounge, so it'll warm up. You can put your things down on that table there. They'll be perfectly safe, there's only me and you here.
Have you a telephone I could use? I need to call Lakenheath and let them know I've landed safely.
Yes, of course. It's just through here in the communications room. When they closed the operations room, they moved the runway light switch in here. Put the lights on when I heard you flying really low, looking for somewhere to land. The telephone is over there on that table. Just lift the receiver and the RF operator will put you through to Lakenheath directly. Right then, I'll leave you to it. I'm going to sort you out a bedroom for the night. There's still a couple with electric.
Operator, what station do you require? RF Lakenheath. Duty officer, flying please.
Putting you through now, caller.
Duty officer here.
Sir, this is Stella Charlie Delta. I'm ringing to let you know I'm down safely at RF Minton, and you can stand down, as I won't make it to Lakenheath tonight.
What are you talking about, man? We've been stood down since 6 PM. Not expecting any aircraft movements until Monday. Who is this, you say?
Stella Charlie Delta, sir. I was flying in from RAF Stella to Lakenheath when my compass and radio failed, and you sent up a mosquito to guide me in.
I hope you don't think this sort of prank is funny or acceptable, even at Christmas.
No, sir. I just wanted to let you know I got down safe.
I told you, we know nothing about you. And for reference, we retired our mosquitoes 6 months ago, and it's only cameras we fly from here now.
I don't understand, sir. I was brought down by an RAF mosquito. Maybe from another station?
Look, you man, Lakenheath was the last station to have mosquitoes, and as I said, we retired them 6 months ago, and besides, there's not been any message on the wire about stranded aircraft. I suggest you go back to whatever party you've been at before I report you to your commanding officer. Good night. You okay, sir? You look like you've seen a ghost.
I don't understand it. Lakenheath say they've not had a message about a stranded aircraft. But how can that be? How did that mosquito pilot know I was even there?
I'm sure there's a logical explanation. Come on, you'll feel much better with the brandy inside you. And I've got the fire going in the mess lounge.
What happened to me up there?
If you just want to follow me, sir, I'll get you that drink. There's only me here now since the storage facility closed a few months ago. Before that, there were about 100 here. They all got shipped out to other stations, and I'm only here because I'm due to retire next month and they needed a night watchman.
Well, if you don't have any navigational aids, where is the nearest RAF airfield that would happen?
That probably would be Miriam St. George. They must have everything there, including approach radar.
That must be it then. That mosquito was trying to get me in there and put me down here by mistake.
I doubt it. There's been nothing on the teleprinter, and they will have closed down their radar at 6 PM. I don't need a lot of room, so I only use the mess lounge, kitchen and one of the office rooms now. As you saw, they've already sold off most of the airfield and runway to a local development company and have already started building new houses on it. Some people have even moved in. If you hadn't managed to stop when you did, you'd have been sharing Christmas dinner with them. Here we go. It's a lot warmer in here.
Now come on with the yard dog. Yeah, that's
Here we go. A bit warmer in here, I think. there's a brandy on the table there, and just make yourself comfortable in front of the fire. I'll go make your room ready.
Thank you.
Just make yourself comfortable. I won't be long.
Blimey, this place has definitely seen better days. Most of the pictures have even gone. It's certainly not a frontline station anymore, that's for sure. These must be pictures of crews who served here during the wars. I wonder how many never came back. Blimey, that's that mosquito!
I've set the fire in your room. Give it 20 minutes and the room will be nice and toasty. Ah, I see you've seen my old photographs. Just some of the people I've met over the years here at Minton.
Who's the pilot in this picture? This is the mosquito that came up to help me earlier.
I don't think so, sir. That's Mr. Kavanagh. Squadron Leader Jack Kavanagh. One of the best pilots I've ever had the privilege to meet.
I'm certain of it. See? JK on the forward fuselage. I couldn't mistake that. I thought it was a squadron code. But it's for Jack Kavanagh.
Yes. He decided to have that painted on the front so that other aircrew could easily identify him.
Well, it certainly worked for me. That's definitely the aircraft that shepherded me down.
I'm sorry, sir, but that's just not possible.
I'm telling you, that was definitely the aircraft that was up there tonight. How can you be so certain it's not him? Maybe he bought an old Mosquito or something and painted it up like his old wartime aircraft.
Impossible, sir. You see, Mr. Kavanagh died in 1943, just shortly after that picture was taken. It's impossible for it to have been him or his aircraft you saw up there tonight.
What happened to him?
Mr. Kavanagh was a Pathfinder pilot flying from here. I was his Batman and I knew him as well as anyone, if I do say so myself. The Mosquitoes would get back from Germany long before the slow, heavy bombers, but Mr. Kavanagh would have his Mosquito refuelled and go back out there. He would look for aircraft struggling back to England, often shot up and with wounded crews, and guide them safely back here. There's many a lost bomber crew thankful to see someone else up there with them, guiding them home, shepherding them along.
What happened to him that night?
Christmas Eve 1943 was a night just like tonight, mist covering the Norfolk and Lincolnshire right up to the Humber. Mr. Kavanagh just brought one Lancaster in, shot to pieces he was, one engine out and most of the crew wounded. He was on approach when another message came in over the radio. Another Lancaster was on fire, struggling to get back home. Without hesitation, Mr. Kavanagh put the wheels back up, turned around and headed out to help them. Later, another crew saw the Lancaster. Low to the sea, one engine stopped, another on fire. They said the pilot must have been struggling just to keep the thing flying, let alone trying to find a safe place to land. Then a Mosquito appeared, formating on the Lank's port wing. Close enough to step across, is what they said. Mr. Kavanagh will have known there was a danger that the Lank might blow up, but stuck with them. The Lank's pilot could concentrate on keeping the shattered bomber aloft, leaving navigation to Mr. Kavanagh. The crew reported that they lost sight of the two aircraft as clouds obscured them. Then, they said they saw a huge ball of flame under the cloud. When the cloud passed, there was no sign of either the stricken Lank or Mr. Kavanagh's Mosquito. We all lost a great pilot that night, and I lost a good friend. So now you see, it couldn't have been Mr. Kavanagh up there with you tonight. Anyway, what kind of host am I? Let me go fix you that bite to eat I promised you. Help yourself to another brandy.
Can't have been him. But I'm sure it was. But if the old man's right and he died in 1943, how can it have been him? Maybe I imagined it. In my panic. I need another drink. What the hell happened to me tonight? I definitely saw that Mosquito. How the hell would I have found this place without someone who knew exactly how to get here, in this fog?
Would you like your food in here or in your room?
In here's fine, thank you.
Right, I'm going to bid you a good night. Turn if you don't mind. It's been a busy night.
Thank you, good night. It's the mosquito again. There, do you see? God be with you, Jack Kavanagh, wherever you are.